Grums is getting cooked on Twitter, and it's over a tweet that has to do with this recent tragic, disgusting, violent killing of some children at a church, or no, I'm sorry, maybe it might have been a Christian school. I do apologize for that. So we got to talk about it. Does Grums have a point? People being a little bit too hard on him. I don't know. We're gonna get into it. So, for those of you who don't know, okay, maybe you don't watch the news. Apparently, there was a Troonie killing dispatch. And I'm not talking about of the variety where somebody went out and killed a troon. I'm talking about where a troon decided, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go slaughter some MAGAs. You know what I'm saying? So they picked up a gun, loaded it up, smiled in the mirror, went down to this church or this school, wherever it happened, and started opening fire, just guns blazing. Hit two kids. Sorry. And I'm pretty sure they hit more than those two kids, but they actually ended the lives of two kids. You can see right here, this is a tweet that he put out. He says Hassan did this too, and you'll get the context of that when we get to the tweet that he's actually getting cooked for. Okay, this comes from Charlie Kirk. Evidence is emerging of the suspected shooter in Minneapolis, and appears to be psychotic, manic, 22-year-old young man, possible troon, who left an 11-minute manifesto video on YouTube just hours before the massacre happened. The video has been taken down. The suspect wrote notes on the weapons he used, including "Delete Trump," okay, "Where is your God?" "Burn Israel," and 6 million was not enough. He had a human-shaped target with Jesus' face attached to it. So you can see some of these images. These images are a little bit disturbing for those of you who are light at heart. So you see there, "Burn Israel," "Such is life." Yeah, dude was on something. Okay, there you go. "Delete Trump now." 6 million wasn't enough. "Delete Donald Trump." Yeah. So there you go. So the weirdo was on something. All right. There's a tweet. Here's another one from Grums where he says Blizzard and Gearbox devs encouraged the Minneapolis shooting too. Again, we're gonna come back to the context of that from the original tweet that he put out. And this was back in January, right? When it was revealed that there were associates at Activision Blizzard calling for the murder of people who voted for Donald Trump, saying things like "kill your local MAGA." Damn, I should have said delete. Damn, I'm an idiot. Blizzard technical artist and associate art director of Gearbox both wish death to 50% of America in a post and likes to their public Facebook. So let's see if we can look back at that and get a good little gobble out of that. Here it is. Here he's got Kyle Hickey. Okay, Kyle Hickey says "delete your local MAGA," and you can see several people like it, including the associate art director at Gearbox and lead concept artist Max Davenport, who liked the post that says "delete your local MAGA." These people hate you. They want to see you dead. They want to see you gone. And I think that while maybe this is an isolated event, maybe it's not, I think you guys need to take this seriously, and that these weirdos are on something. And me, I always take the position that I don't think any man is pussy. Okay? Any man that tells me he's gonna beat my ass, that he's gonna delete me, he's gonna do whatever, I take him seriously. That way, when the popos ask, "Why did you blow his head off?" "Sir, he said he was gonna do X, Y, Z. I took him seriously. I was defending myself." That's how I feel about it. Motherfuckers be saying dumb shit like, "Oh, you think I'm scared of you?" No, I'm not asking you to be scared, motherfucker. I'm asking you to be serious so that I don't feel any remorse when I blow your damn head off. Okay? But anyway, let's get back to Grums. So this is the tweet that Grums originally put out. And this is why he's saying, you can see from the other post, he's saying "did this too." And the reason why he's saying this is because he's trying to, I gotta admit, it's a little bit of damage control. And I want to remind you guys, I like Grums. You know what I'm saying? We're not friends. We're more like colleagues, but he's obviously got a much bigger platform than I do. We've been on a couple of shows together. As a matter of fact, we've been on New Black Street. We had him on New Black Street. And we obviously know the criticism around him. He hasn't finished his game that he's supposed to finish. And I understand all of that. Although, I got to be honest with you, I go to his Twitter for a lot of news. Not that he's like the source of the news, but I know wherever the source is, he's going to have it on his page. So I visit Grums' page quite frequently when I'm looking for context for video game and movie news, especially video game news. And so when I come over here and I see this, I'm like, that's in poor taste. That's in poor taste. While I think it's absolutely positively stupid that Call of Duty would put this in a game, I think it's a massive reach for you to say that because Call of Duty put trans bullets in a game, that caused for a psychotic trans man, whatever the hell he's supposed to be, to go out and delete innocent people. I think that's a reach. I think that's a massive reach. You see Hypnotic down there. He says Call of Duty didn't do any of this. Mental illness going unchecked and genuinely unhelped, actually advocated for, supported is the true problem. Blaming video games for violence will never be it. You know what's funny? What's funny is, after Hypnotic said that, that actually makes me want to defend Grums here. Because maybe Grums is right. What Hypnotic said, let me zoom in on this so y'all can get a good little gobble out of what Hypnotic said. Oops, it's too far. Okay, what Hypnotic is saying here is Call of Duty didn't do any of this. Mental illness going unchecked and genuinely unhelped. What if we introduced the idea that Call of Duty did contribute to this because instead of calling out the Troon's ideology as mental illness, they enabled it by putting Troonie bullets in the game, thus enabling their mindset. I don't know. Maybe Grums has a point. Damn, Hypno, I ain't think you. Damn, you don't want. I ain't saying you won the argument. Grums replied to him and said, mainstreaming trans ideology to kids is the problem. Fair enough. Hypno says, well, yes, that's precisely what I'm saying. They mainstream the Troon ideology. I keep messing it up, guys. Through all forms of media, gaming, least of them, all, but it's still there. They've been mainstreaming Troonie ideology through TV shows, and so I think Hypnotic just he's like, nah, bro, don't start blaming games. I think that's the point he's taking. Grums is being Jack Thompson. Please, Grums, don't go that route. Somebody said spot on. Didn't it get scientifically proven that games don't cause people to be more violent beyond rage quitting? I mean, I've been playing Mech Warriors since before I was 13, as well as every other violent game like an old God of War games and so on. Never responded violence in real life. Well, I can't say that. I've been in plenty of fights, you know what I'm saying, growing up. But that's the problem. That's the problem that I have with his tweet. His tweet creates a contradiction because gaming in games, right? And let me get over here towards y'all. Make sure y'all can see me. In games, for quite some time, we've always defended games and said, hey, yo, like video games do not cause violent, activities. We've been saying that. We've been screaming that from the mountain for years. We can't just now all of a sudden, because the Troonies are involved, say, yeah, this game caused the Troonie. No, you can't do that. You can't do that, because now we look crazy. Because now, if you're the conservative far right, now you coming and saying, well, wait a minute now. Y'all been telling us for years that games don't make people more violent. Now you're telling me that it does? Well, we need to take a second look into this. Don't do that. Don't do that. I genuinely don't believe that, a game caused this. I do believe the overarching umbrella of enabling the Troonie ideology is what caused this. Me personally, because especially if you're a white male in this country, I mean, like, we talk shit about Atlanta all the time, and Atlanta's a black city, but it's a lot of these Troonie white dudes out here. And I think that comes from the fact that they live in a society where they're being told that they ain't shit just for being a white guy. Now, granted, if you're a black male, you've been told you ain't being shit neither, but by your own people, not by the entire country. So if you're a white guy, why would you want to be a white guy? At this point, especially if you're a white guy that don't look like shit, if you a Chad, you lit. You got, the world is your oyster. Everybody talking bad about you behind your back, but when they in your face, they want to blow you. But if you look anything less than Chad, man, you cooked. You cooked. Because they going to blame you for everything. All the good looking white guys, they don't get blamed for nothing. But if you regular or worse, jeez, good luck. Yeah, I probably would come a troon my damn self. I'm just playing. Griff. I'm just playing. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grift be with you. I'll talk to y'all.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.